right. Hello. Come on in. Come on in. Today is episode number 10. And God's name for today is Elroy. E-L space R-O-I. I think that's how you pronounce that. And that name means the God who sees me. That's some more good news. All of them are good news, though. She gave this name to the Lord who spoke to her. You are the God who sees me. For she said, I have now seen the one who sees me. And you get that from Genesis 16 and 13. When we're up to no good, we prefer to go unnoticed. But who wants to be overlooked when life is unraveling? The encouraging story of Hagar is for everyone who's ever felt invisible. Everything changed for this Egyptian servant when she was given by her barren mistress Sarai to Abram in order to conceive an heir for him. Hagar's affection for Sarai quickly morphed into condescension. Forgive me for that. Once Hagar became pregnant with Abram's child. Let me tell you these words. Anyway, she started treating her in a condescending manner. So, condescension, that's the word. So, she started feeling like that as soon as she realized she was pregnant. This led to abusive behavior at the hands of Sarai. When the harassment became intolerable, Hagar abruptly fled into the wilderness without money, food, water, or a plan. So what I was doing, excuse me for that, but I was trying to make sure it was Hagar that had condescending behavior towards Sarai, and not Sarai who had condescending behavior towards Hagar. So I was right. It was Hagar that started treating Sarah badly, but Sarah was like, nah, baby, we're not doing this, not up in my tent. Couldn't say house, but in my tent. But Sarah wasn't right. Sarai, she wasn't Sarah yet. She wasn't right for treating Hagar in a in a bad manner. She was abusive towards her. She was so abusive that Hagar ran off. Okay, and this is where we're picking up. She ran off into the wilderness without money, food, water, or a plan. Trudging all alone and pregnant through a desert wasteland, no doubt feeling forgotten, Hagar stumbled upon a desert spring. When she stopped to drink, she found more than refreshing water. She found supernatural help. In angelic form, the Lord met her. He reassured her with lavish promises. He promised her that her son would live and become a father with descendants too numerous to count. Then he sent her back home filled and strengthened with new hope. Is it any wonder Hagar gave the Lord the name, the God who sees me? Implicit in his name is God's overriding compassion. When Hagar had no idea where to go or what to do next, she was reminded that God is real. He sees the needs of his creatures and that he draws near for help, or draws near to help. God doesn't just glance our way long and hard. He studies the difficulties we face, and then he acts. Do you feel like you're alone? That nobody really sees, much less understands the troubles you face? Maybe you feel like injustice is rampant in your life. Even in such dark times, trust that God is Elroy. He sees, and he sees you. He looks intently. He notices. He studies everything and misses nothing. Others may overlook you or forget you, but God never will. And because he sees you, he knows what you need and gladly provides the comfort you are looking for. Do you see God? Do you see the God who is watching you? Okay, we'll read that over again. Do you see the God who is watching you? So here are our reflection questions. Where do you feel most helpless and alone? In what ways would it comfort you to know that God sees and intimately knows your situation? Our prayer for today: you are the God who sees me. Thank you for keeping your eye on me, for knowing my situation and caring about what happens to me. Amen. To read more, go to Psalm 139:1 and Matthew 6:4. So I would just like to say thank you. Thank you so much. We got 6 minutes right here, so I can say this. Look, when it says about how intimately God knows you, do you know he knows you so intimately? Have you heard people say he knows every hair on your head? Okay, that some people try to take that as he knows how many hairs on your head. He knows the very hairs on your head. He knows how many there are. But you know what? It goes way, and that's good. That's solid. That's right. But it goes deeper than that. Do you know that every hair has its own number? That's what it means. He knows every hair on your head. This one over here might be number 17. That one over there might be 5,274. Each and every one of your individual strands of hair has its own number, and God knows which one is which one. So that right there shows you at least some of the level of intimacy that God has with who he created. And he created you, and he created me, and he created us in his likeness. So whenever you feel down or alone, just remember, God knows me. He sees me. He made me. And he knows the very hairs that are on my head. And he knows them individually. So I hope that was an encouragement to you today. In case you're not feeling up today, that I hope that did lift your spirits today. So thank you for being with me. Thank you for coming back to be with me again. And I just want to say grace, mercy, and peace to you.